will give them adhesion both in the wet.
And look at Richard start. Johnson's got no option but to duck in behind him, and here comes Harvey down the inside.
Team BMW, the JPS BMW team mean in your career, and what did it mean for Australian motorsport?
Well, it was probably the start of my professional career, actually driving for a living over in Australia, and I was given that chance by Frank Gardner, and it was a big part of my life and my family's, and I'm sure a big part of the guys here that are gathered today.
Have the team come together is the most exciting. It's just been memories in the past, but this is real. This is happening. And to have Jim, our most treasured driver, I'm sure Frank's looking down and saying, yes, that's my team. He loved his motor racing with a passion, as you know, Tim. We had all the right people around us, the right drivers, great product with BMW, and what more could you ask for? And to get this together with everyone turning up, from tyre changes to the mechanics to everybody, all here. I mean, how good is that?
This is nostalgia, mate.
All right.
How are you?
Good, how are you? All right.
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Same here, same here.
Lovely to see you back in this.
Thank you.
These are the glory days.
They were. The great Jim Richards has created a first for Team JPS BMW. 34 years after the team built its very first car, the Group C 635 CSI, Jim has won a race in it. It's the first race, Jim, in 34 years for that car to cross the line in first position.
Now, even I didn't know that until Pip told me, so it was good.
Say about Pip Barker getting this all together.
Without Pip, it wouldn't have happened. He is just the tops, that guy. He loves that car so much. People say to me, which one is Pip? And I'll say, the one polishing the car up the front. It's been his baby since the early 80s.
Almost devastating if he changed his ways.
You've been involved in so many teams over your time, including the ones you've run yourself. What was the camaraderie like in the BMW team?
It was terrific. I mean, no one would backchat Frank too much, but everyone respected Frank. Everyone got along good. Never bad words for anyone. It was really, really good.
I've had the privilege of standing with you and Frank when he was with us, of course, at various race meetings when you've looked inside the bonnet of the car and Frank's told you how to do it better. What was he like as a bloke?
He was fantastic. I mean, the good thing about Frank was that he had a fantastic engineering experience, great at setting up cars. I did actually no testing of any of the cars in that era. I just come to the meeting, hop in it and drive it, and it was always better that time than it was the last time. He did a fantastic job.
Did that frustrate you though? Because as an engineer yourself, surely you'd want to have some part in the setup for the car.
No, all I wanted to do was go fast.
Jim, look back at your entire career, look at all the things you've done, the stuff you've done with Brock, the stuff you've done with Frank Gardner. For you, what was the golden era?
Oh, the golden era for me was obviously the BMW days and the Nissan days, because that's where I had my most success and where I enjoyed driving the most. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, today you look at Fred Gibson's got no fewer than 8 cars here. 8 Nissans. How good's that?
No, brilliant.
We're slowing down for a bit of a conversation here, guys, so I'm going to bail out. But Jim Richards, thank you very much indeed. And to all of the team JPS BMW guys, and Pip's about to start the proceedings, well done to all of you. Sensational time in the history of motorsports.
Well, I appreciate everyone turning up and just, having a get together and look at some photos here that, go back a long way. It's something, I think, as far as I know, no other team has ever done this.
Far left, that's the spot. Look at this. Okay, folks, here we go. Yeah. Well, and they're doing tricks. Oh.
I can see one car. Actually, he's gone over the top of my car, has he?
Almost.
Well, he's almost made
Another foot and he would have landed right on top of you.
Another bloke sneaking through the middle there.
He's not doing very well, is he?
No, he's been caught up there.
Imagine a guy driving a car saying, "Excuse me, would you get off, please?" Look at this.
Well,
how come there's no petrol all over the roadway?
Well, as a matter of fact, a lot of the media people have been talking to me about this today from various radio stations. Started ringing me up from very early hours this morning.
Back in, go back to the days of '85 particularly, we were the sort of main lead team in the country, I think, for the top dogs at the time. So it's just, good to catch up after all these years, because if we left to go along too further, there's not going to be as many of us around.
Battle at the moment, it's for the race lead. And Richards all the time getting closer to Johnson. I think Johnson's going to hand this one to Jim on a platter, coming out of the carousel again. Johnson all the road. You can hear the crowd on the hill. They have not stopped cheering here. But Richards keeps working away.
There's a sign immediately across from our commentary point that states that Dick Johnson walks on water. Well, there's plenty of it at Lakeside.
Here we come. Here's Richards setting him up for the pass and takes Johnson. Yes, he does. Jim Richards. Now we take race cam with Johnson as they go to the top of Motorcraft. And the man that has come from behind on a couple of occasions in the Touring Car Championship has done it again here today at Lakeside. To Castrol. Richards leading, Johnson in second, Perkins in third as they come past. Absolute full house. There's the two Commodores back behind.
The BMW is spending a lot of time going sideways at the moment, and Jim's going to have to be fairly careful of his tyres in this race. Johnson's not going to let him get away.
Johnson will harry him all the way. Dick has said his car will be as strong at the finish as he hoped it would be at the start. Well, it's been fairly strong at the start, and he's giving Jim an idea that Jim is not going to be able to take the lead and cool it for a few laps.
Says an awful lot, doesn't it, for Jim Richards' ability to be up front yet again in this 8th round of the Australian Touring Car Championship.
Down the roller coaster to Castrol for the final time. Tucking into the right-hander. Checkered flag at the ready as they come down the straightaway. Dick's got a little bit sideways, but across the strike, the checkered flag will come out. So Jimmy Richards goes on to win round 8 of the Australian Touring Car Championship narrowly from Queensland's Dick Johnson, Peter Brock, and New Zealander Robbie Francevic.
Eyes with a key. Did you expect Jim's to go off a little more, perhaps, than they did?
Well, like I've seen his tyres come off that car with the biggest blisters, like they had more warts than a frog on them. And to be quite honest, the thing still hung in. And obviously they've got their act together with the compounds of the tyres and they're hanging right in. And boy, I wish I had the same.
Says a lot for his ability too, doesn't it?
Oh, like the guy is tremendous. He drives extremely well. He's a very fair driver. And actually gave me a bit of surprise. I didn't think he'd knock me off where he did.
Okay, let's talk to the man. Congratulations, Dick, on 2nd place. Jim Richards.
Thank you, Garry.
This is becoming a habit, a very nice habit for you, I guess.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's very, very good. We had a trouble-free race apart from Dick.
Again, the start was the hardest part for you.
Yes, no, I thought I got off reasonably well, but the clutch just stopped a little bit too much and it wouldn't get the power through the engine to the wheels, so I had the backless throttle off, which then the motor bogged down. Of course, it all goes from there, but fortunately we were able to just sort of sneak past them where we could and catch up to Dick.
when you say slip past them where you could, you did a pretty smooth job of that.
Well, it's only a couple of places you can pass, and you have to be sort of reasonably forceful, I suppose, and slip into them when they become available. And that's what I did.
Apart from Dick Johnson, I guess you really didn't get too much of a view of the action that was going on behind you, because the field was pretty well spread out once you got to the front.
Yes, no, well, Dick and I had a great race. Had I made a small mistake, he would have been passed. In actual fact, I did make a mistake, and he never did get past. But
maybe one of the keys to the race was the first corner, and I think you went into it side by side with teammate Neville. Did he back off an inch just to make sure that you got through without any trouble?
No. It's there was room for two cars, and we just both went through there, no problem.
Good to see you, Glory, after so long, and catch up. Yeah, and then at 12:30 we'll go down to the garage, we're going to push the cars out in the pit lane, want everyone around the back of the cars, and we'll get a group photo of everybody with the 3 JPS cars are here.
Just down from where it is now, so halfway between 60 and there. Yeah, so oil temperature was a fraction over the white line, and that was on the line and a fraction over occasionally.
Balance all right?
No. It's weird. It turns in and goes around right-hand corners. Sorry, left-hand corners, get it to right-hand. You've got to use more lock, but if you use more lock, it grips and goes around no problem. So it's good, just got to get used to how it's applied. Whether it's not the weights too much on that corner or something, I don't know. But yeah, we've never been corner weighted. No, we need to do it, yeah. But we need, listen, we say all the time, we just need to get it right if we fucking can. Because it's bloody, Jim. Like I took the start finish line for this year to nail it. Just got us. It's never going to beat them. Nah. But it'd be nice,
I'd like to thank BMW, of course, and JPS for allowing me to drive such a great little car. I'd like to thank Frank especially for giving me such a good car to drive.
I want to thank you for being a great driver of the Follow, and I know why they call you a legend, and I can't ask you a question that nobody has already. Is there anything you want to tell us that nobody knows?
No, not really. I mean, listen, just the fact that Frank, Gardner and the team were a great part of my life, and you could say that those were the years that I enjoyed more than anything, were the 80s and the 90s. But, you normally enjoy the years you've had your most success in, obviously, but the atmosphere within the team, the management as well, was always cordial, and we got on fantastically, like a family rather than a team.